Hi guys, I'm back again with another Weight Watcher meeting highlights. So we had another good week. She's nice. I like her, Kim. She's not Dorothy. But anyway, I should stop saying that because you can't compare two people, and that's done and over with, and I just have to move on. I had a pretty good week myself before I tell you about my weigh-in. I walked more than I didn't, and I did not walk every day. Things happen, and I really have to get back on the new routine to get into, and it's not easy to do a new routine when you're just, I was so used to doing it, getting up, walking with Sandy right when the kids left for school, and now that I'm not doing that exactly, it happens, and other things happen in life and whatnot, but I did walk extra long on Thanksgiving because I knew I was going to eat what I wanted on that day, which I did do. And enjoyed it. I had a previous video. You can kind of see what happened with my family, and lots of things are happening, and we're getting lots of get-togethers, and it's a little more hard. That's not the way you say that. Is a little more hard. Anyway, to stay on the program. But I know what these weeks are coming up, and this is what it's going to be. So I just have to get on track. And with that being said, I did lose, so that's good. Not as much as I wanted to, but hey, I'm taking a loss and I'm happy. So I'm going back in the right direction. I lost 1.5 pounds. So now put me back to 19.5 lost so far. So I can show you that. You can see it. So not so bad. Can't complain. And today we talked about mind over matter. But we got a new weekly as always. And I always read out of that real quick. In the community, how do you avoid mindless eating? Dana said, I now look at Thanksgiving leftovers in a new light. I ask myself, is that pie worthy of me? If the answer is no, it goes into the trash. Somebody else said, when I'm not hungry but feel like eating, I head outside and ride my horse. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, I breathe the fresh air and stop thinking about food. I love riding. I miss it so terribly. But anyway, and another person, Stephanie, said, I share a healthy entree with my husband at restaurants. I don't eat more than I want, and there are no tempting leftovers. So that's good. We got some recipes here. The fitness section, how do you get your head in the game? Thoughts from members. Patty said, I love shopping for exercise clothes. It helps me look forward to my workouts. Well, I do feel better when I'm a little coordinated. Not that I'm a fashionista by any stretch, but I do feel like I'm working out when I have my workout clothes on. I mean, I feel like, okay, now I'm ready for that. Anyway, I look at my schedule the day before to plan where I can plug in activity. It won't just happen by chance. And that was by Justin. That's a good idea. Let's see, Penny. I do it literally with a headstand. Losing weight and practicing yoga has made it possible. Hashtag stronger in my 40s. I hate those hashtag things. People do that all the time. Hashtag, and they say something. I guess I'm too old. That's what people say all the time. And the expert, invite a friend to work out with you for encouragement, accountability, and just to catch up. It is better when you work with, I like when I walk with Sandy, and walking on my own is not the same. So that's an agreeable thing. This week's action plan. Try one new mindful eating strategy to tackle holiday feast leftovers. So that was this. And like I said, we talked about mind over matter. One of the number one thing to make you successful is journaling. Journaling and equals accountability. So not only just journaling what you eat, keep it, counting your points, counting your calories, counting however you do on keto. I don't understand all that. Whatever. Not only that, but maybe journaling to how your emotions are. If you really felt like you binged and you ate too much, journal that and get those feelings down on paper so you can recognize it, and then maybe work on it. Maybe we can fix whatever that caused that problem. Maybe some things you can't fix, some things are life. But writing it down does help and gets it out there, and you can, release some of it, by writing it. So just getting a journal, she kind of suggested doing that. But we talked today about what is the difference between emotional hunger and physical hunger. And she kind of gave it a rating of 1 to 10. So 1 being you're starving. I mean, you are literally weak and dizzy. And number 3 is your stomach is growling. And that tells you, boy, feed me. And number 5 is satisfied. You're neither hungry nor full. You're kind of in the middle. And number 10 is so full you feel sick. Well, haven't we been there on Thanksgiving? But anyway, it's best not to let it get past 3. So once if you get the stomach growling, you're supposed to take care of that. Like, take care of your thing. So I had written down notes with regard to emotional and physical. But then she gave a lovely sheet. Emotional. The 8 traits of emotional hunger. Emotional versus physical hunger. So I'm going to put that up there, and maybe if you have to stop it on the thing, I'll read it, I'm pretty close. And I'll go up really slowly so you can see what it says. I'm going to go over it, but sometimes just reading it is easy too. Hopefully I went slow enough for you, or you could pause it on what you need to do. But emotional hunger is sudden. 1 minute you're not thinking about food, the next minute you're starving. Your hunger goes from 0 to 60 with a short period of time. Another one is emotional hunger is for a specific food. You're not really hungry. An apple would do you, but boy, you don't want an apple. You want whatever, that's more of emotional. Is above the neck. So emotional-based craving begins in the mouth and the mind. Your mouth wants to taste the pizza or chocolate donut. Your mind whirls with thoughts about your desired food. So if you're just more thinking about it. Number 4 is urgent. Emotional hunger urges you to eat now. It is paired with an upsetting emotion. Of course, if somebody yells at you or whatever, then it's probably more emotional. Involves automatic or absent-minded eating. Emotional eating can feel as if someone else's hand is scooping the ice cream. Anyway, 7 does not notice or stop eating in response to fullness. So, if you really truly were hungry, you would know, okay, that's all I needed. But no, you're going to finish through and, finish whatever that snack is. And then you feel guilty about what you ate. That's more on an emotional hunger. You shouldn't feel guilty if you actually were fueling your body with the actual good food. Physical hunger is gradual. Obviously, your stomach rumbles, and then, 1 hour later it growls. So that's more like you need to actually eat because you're physically hungry. Is open to different foods. So you're not specific. You just really want to, you could eat anything that's going to be good and probably within your points. That's when you're actually taking care of a physical hunger. Is based in the stomach. Obviously, it's not what you're thinking about, but it's what your stomach is telling you. Is patient. Physical hunger would prefer that you ate soon, but doesn't command that you eat in an instant. Occurs out of physical need. Physical hunger occurs because it has been 4 or 5 hours since the last meal. You may experience lightheadedness or low energy if overly hungry. Involves deliberate choices and awareness of the eating. With physical hunger, you are aware of what you're eating with your fork. Stop when you're full and realizing eating is necessary, because it is. You have to fuel your body in order to maintain, a healthy body. But so I'm not going to quite go over. I'm just going to make sure that I hit everything she talked about, because I do write lots of notes. You're probably wondering there, what is she writing those notes for? So her thoughts were to curb this is keep a journal. Again, like I said, you want to write it down, your emotions attached to it, if or maybe just write down everything that you're eating. And check in with yourself. Ask, am I looking for this food to do for me? Obviously, you want it to be fueling you because you're hungry, true physical hunger, not emotional hunger. And look for ways to control your stress. So it takes 20 minutes for you to feel full. And so, but it takes only 10 minutes, she said, if you could walk away from the situation. So if you're feeling hungry and you're just bored or whatever, all the reasons that we went over, I don't think, stress, boredom, sorry for yourself, sad or happy, rewarding yourself, tired, or you're a people pleaser. If one of those things is happening and those are emotional, if you just got away from it for 10 minutes and walked away, got on a treadmill, walked around the block, walked around the house, did a chore, a task that needs to be done, like maybe you got to fold some laundry or, make the bed, whatever it is, walk away and get yourself busy. And hopefully then the emotion, if it's emotional, you should be able to let it go. Because 10 minutes, if you can give yourself 10 minutes away from it. And so that was that thing. And then she also said, let's look. Eat at the table. If you're going to eat something, she said this before, put it on a plate. Get yourself something to drink with it, like a tea or a coffee or water. Make it a meal. Sit yourself down at the table. Do not sit in front of the TV or in front of the desk, your computer, or at your desk at work. If you're at work, go to the lunchroom. Sit yourself down. Take that time and make it be meaningful. Even if it's something you should not be eating. She said, just own it, do it, write it down, and it's a meal. It is a meal. It's not a little snack. It's not something else. It's an actual meal that you need to eat. So that's what she said. And she gave this website, and I don't know because I haven't gone on it yet. I'm going to tell you about it. It's DWLZ.com. And she said something about, she was talking about portion and how portions have gotten bigger over the time. And I guess this one is like how there used to be the points and how it is the points plus now, and like restaurants, I guess how many points now in comparison, how many points things are. They're way bigger, and so way more, I should say, way bigger. And so she said to go on that website. Now I haven't gone on it yet, so I don't know. I can't give you whether that's good or bad. Why would she direct us bad? So I guess I wouldn't worry about thinking that. But anyway. It's been a short one, but trying to write all the things. My friend Sandy, well, okay, I won't talk about what she does or not do, but I didn't get a chance to tell her about this channel yet. Boy, I'm gonna have to call her because she gets out the door. She's like gone, and I had to talk to them again because I'm still having a problem with my getting online, and because old person that I am, I can't remember what I used for my username and password, and I get very caught up. So now they gave me a number to call so I can get back online, because I need to do that in order to be able to track on my phone. I've been tracking in my head, but I'm writing I tried writing, it didn't really work. I like that computer, putting it on my phone. So I got to get that still. So they still let me weigh in and everything, so they're very nice about that, but they probably think, oh woman, just you're not that old, you can figure it out. But I'm not very computer literate. But anyway, so that's what I plan for doing for this week coming up. And I'm going to also try to walk every day. I always say Monday, but really when the kids are back in school, and then I'm back at work, and these 5 days off just to throw my schedule off completely. But I plan on doing that. So I think the walking helped this week. And just watching what I was doing too, obviously. I lost the 1.5. I was really hoping for 3, so it's kind of disappointing just to have 1.5, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to be happy with it. I'm not going to beat myself up over it because it's already done. Can't do anything about it now. So I'll just go move forward. So hopefully if this has been any help to you, if you want to share it with anybody, it doesn't have to be a Weight Watcher person, because it's just really helpful tips, Everybody's on similar journey when you're trying to lose weight, just making your own way how you're doing it. But if you want to share it with somebody, that'd be great. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love them down underneath. I try to get at them, not always right away, and I get a little bit behind on watching everybody's videos, and I kind of binge. I get a moment of time or block of time, and I get on there and I start watching everybody. And I'm glad to see that Iftay's back. Tiffany, I'm glad you're back. And it sounded like great news, and I'm very, very hopeful that all that works out for you and you get to move. And anyway, I'm just glad to see you because you're worried, my girl. And just everybody else, I do check in on your channels. I try to write something, it's like I say, I binge watch on that. So if I'm not there, don't think I'm not watching. It's just a matter of I got to find the time. I know everybody's busy, so that's really not an excuse. And we're all a community. We're all here for each other. So I want to be there for you guys too. So I'm glad when you're here for me. And obviously, what do I have to say? Like it, like this video. I don't have Sandy here to help me to click that with. So, anyway, what are the other ones? Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, so you can get these updates. And I do my other family stuff too, so you can see all that. And comment and share. I don't think I said those in the right order, saying, huh?